Greetings and salutations, and welcome back once again to Waterloo Wavre. I am your host as always. Now, without further ado, let's see what has happened over this turn. Have I managed to give the French a nice bloody nose in places? That's the question, isn't it? Those poor chaps are the Queen's Hussars. Uh, 20 men. I lose 9, I think. 17 men there. 30 men rather there. This is going to hurt. Oof, 19. It's going to come down to a good old-fashioned thin red line over here. And can the thin red line hold? That's the question, isn't it? It's being plinked away at consistently. Which is the unfortunate thing. This... Ooh, that hurt. "45 men just gone instantly there. He's shooting at the poor lifeguards there. King's German Legion taking that. North Gloucester's, Brunswickers. His guns are really blowing holes in that line. Ugh, 41 of my poor Inniskillens. The Inniskillens, there's almost nothing left of them at this point. They have been absolutely decimated. Prussians lose a couple of men there. A couple more. He's throwing out light infantry into those woods. They happen to be guard light infantry, but... well, they're not even guard light infantry, they're just guards. That have been broken down into open order. Speaking of guard, oh, those poor Pomeranian Landwehr cav are just being shot to pieces and are likely to break, no doubt. Ooh, this is going to hurt like hell. 300 Lancers charging into the flank of those infantry. Yes, run, boys, run. The young guard is, for the most part, facing off against the 10th Infantry Regiment. This is going to hurt like hell. Or not. I was not expecting him to fall back there. But I suppose I can see why he would. Van Dam continues to move forward. I have got to get Perch or Tylerman's 3rd Corps involved and assisting. If not to stop Van Dam, at least draw forces off from his corps. Speaking of, that's probably him there. If not him, it's probably Grouchy. That's the question, though, isn't it? With what looks to be the rear guard. Gerard is going to look to form a rear guard, I would guess, over here. Form a rear guard and look to stop the forces that are coming this direction. Because if he doesn't, there's a potential that I would literally sandwich him between the forces that are moving forward here and either the 4th Corps or the 3rd Corps. And this also seems to be just more troops that are only just showing up. The French Dragoons. He's pulling his cavalry back. Makes sense why, with all the infantry advancing as well. Pull back his cavalry, otherwise it's going to potentially be in danger. There we go. There goes them. Uh, 181 men. Painful, but not all that painful. Ugh. They're isolated. Mass chain route over here, unfortunately. And over here. So 14 units routed. So they're isolated. 46 units undisorder. 14 units rally. 4 units recover fatigue. 14 units routed. Landwehr, which would all be, yep, that Hanoverian Brigade. Pomeranian Landwehr Cavalry, Pomeranian Landwehr, 13th Line and 36th Chasseurs, which would be the skirmishers over here, yeah. Now, he is. Let's start with the guns as usual. You shoot them. You didn't do much, but what can he actually see from there? Enough, so if I turn that, he can shoot there. Lloyd's battery. Ramsey. Mercer. Sandham's battery. Cleves foot guns. Alright, you will shoot them. Shoot that square, please. Alright, Prussian horse gun. Shoot at that lot. You can't see anything. You can't see anything. Alright, you. Shoot at them. Knock out a gun. Blast them. And then the 12-pounders at the back will keep on shooting where they can. Horse gun. And last but not least, other horse battery. So you'll shoot at them. So let's have a look-see. Again, despite my appalling losses, and my losses truly are appalling, I am at least not so much achieving a grand amount, but more it's less that I'm achieving anything more, I'm just being a right pain in the arse. 23rd Light Dragoons, or what's left of them. It looks like the 23rd Light Dragoons have just pretty much ceased to exist. Same with the Queen's Own, for the most part. And they flit. They broke. I tried to turn them into a line, but they fled, which is not surprising given their, shall we say, rather sorry state. So yeah, there's Halkett and the entire Hanoverian Brigade as it routes. We'll see if he can rally them, but I'm not entirely hopeful that he can. Royal Welsh, Oxfords. Highlanders. You are gonna go rejoin your unit. Ugh, lost a gun. You, get your butt into there, please, and thank you. You can't see anything. You can, so you will just plink at them. You're not going to do anything, but you might. It was worth the attempt. You are going to head that way and try and rally them. Fall back further into the village, even though you're going to get disordered. It'll protect you from any crazy. Never land a division. Now they can charge that way. Let's move you out of the way. Out of the way. Maitland. Let's move Maitland forward. Open fire. You're not going to achieve all that much there, but between the various gunfire, Highlanders. You will volley there. Alrighty, you two plus you will volley into that lot. there's not all that many. It's going to come down to a case of trying to drive off. Well, not so much drive off, but if I can drive them back, right, lifeguards, you will fall back there. Second lifeguards, you will group with the blues. And form up there. We'll have the dragoon guards form there. Let's get what's left of these poor inner skillons out of the way, as there's not a lot of them left. Dorhetty, you're in square. Alright. You will go there and rejoin them. Now, I will, I think, form the Gloucesters up there. Yeah, we will shift these a bit. You are not facing. You are, but you're in that ditch, so you can't see. Detach some skirmishers. You will fall back behind there. King's Germans. What else can I do, really, to try and improve? Not so much the odds, but more the situation. You will head back to rejoin your unit. You will go that way to rejoin yours. Oxford's Field Battalion Bremen. What's his losses like? Still nowhere near mine, but... we have 19 turns to achieve something major. That's the real problem, isn't it? Can I really achieve something major? First Pomeranian Landwehr. You go out of the way. Get you out of the way. You out of the way. You can go there as well. Yeah, they drove these boys back pretty badly. $66 for 7. 8. I'll take that. Hopefully that should cause that unit to start to waver and break. What remains of the first Landwehr here. So, you... can we get enough of these boys rallied? That's the real question. And part of me says no, I don't think I'm going to be able to. Not without some work. What did he did rout at least one unit here. Where have they gone? There they are. Alright. You are going to head this way, as are you. As will you. as I basically send these troops to guard the flank of the entire corps. Advance and volley them. Little unfortunate, but nothing really too major there. Bring these up. Alright, the new Mark land there. So let's do this. We got you plinking them. You're not going to do a lot, but yeah, anything will help. Given the situation, while I could continue to push forward with them, I think it's more worthwhile changing formation and looking to try and take advantage of the situation there. You will plink at them. Now, up here, you are going to fall back, as will you, and you are basically going to try and reorder we have got to try and reorganize this mess. Von Sadao. Let's do troops from the First Corps with the Schutzen pushing forward. You'll go there. And you will plink at that cavalry for me. We will look to just plink away where I can. Now, with that unholy mess somewhat figured, it's time for the advance of we will advance the various skirmishers. This lot will advance that direction. The Landwehrs are to start moving forward as well. So much so that this Steinmetz's entire brigade Alright, why can't you see? Oh, weapon range. What is your weapon range? 17 hexes. So in this case, we will bring the guns further forward. And look to get them, say, up here. This regiment, the 6th, and far more importantly, the 28th, and then we'll bring all of you forward as well. So the 2nd Infantry Brigade under Perch 2 will push that way. Seydlitz, Yurgau's command. Continue to bring up all remaining forces. Steigel. And all of the First Corps guns will rush up the main road as fast as possible. Now, the real thing here, I've decided I am going to commit the 3rd Neumark Landwehr, and I'll commit them to an assault along here. And we'll look to drive these boys out of the woods if possible. Belaire's brigade. Brandenstein's brigade. Pomeranian Landwehr. Let's get these out of the way. There we go. Which unmasks the guns and allows them to shoot at that lot. Even if it doesn't achieve the greatest amount, it's more the threat of it. Alright, so the 31st Infantry Regiment is attacking that way. It'll immediately be supported by the Kumark Landwehr. The other battalion of the Kumark Landwehr will also push forward, as it's going to be the entirety of the Kumarks that are doing it. Krausneck. Now, Second Corps. The troops of the Second Corps I'm going to push forward. The Westphalian Landwehr. Push them forward. Oberst Luck will also keep coming forward. Despite everything, he's not likely to get involved overall, but even if he doesn't get involved, the mere threat that he will Jurgas, and then we'll bring up these horse guns as well. Now, what could we do here? We can stay where we are, or over here, we are going to force this lot forward. You cannot go any further because cavalry zone of control. 2nd Battalion and then the Fusilier Battalion. Over here we'll have these various Landwehr. And then we'll form up the various, the reserve regiment. Over here, you will push forward. Fourteenth Regiment pushes forward, and then the Elbe Landwehr will be the reserve element of the division. Bring up the Second Corps artillery still. The 8th Infantry Brigade. Bring them forward. You can also push forward, and we bring this lot as well. Now, what do I want to do here? That's the question. I mean, I could charge into his cavalry and try and cause a bit more mayhem, but what have I lost? 5,000 cavalry to 4,300. Yeah, I'm not going to do it. Not yet, anyway. Well, there's the Royal Dragoons and the Scots Greys. As I said, the Inniskillen, there's almost nothing left of them, unfortunately. But there is still at least a bit left of the Scots Greys and the Royal Dragoons. These poor pioneers and sappers. The fact that I'm having to use these pioneers and sappers to sort of plug my line is not exactly a good thing, but it's what's going to take to hopefully break this 3rd Regiment. Yeah, there we go. Between all three, I should be able to at least, if not achieve anything, certainly put a halt to any of their plans. Now, down here is a real issue. Because again, if I'm not careful, he's going to cause quite a bit of commotion over here. Pull back the West Riding. King's German Legion skirmishers. Highlander Light, the Highlanders. Cambridge. Still, Old Nosy for the most part is helping to keep the line not so much intact, but Hanoverians. Now, Vian. Move up the 7th Brigades. Various elements. For Marvits. Skirmishers. Plink. You lot should be able to finish them fairly simply. Is there anything else that says do this immediately? All in all, I don't think there is. But until I have made sure is there anything else over here that says do this? Not really. I've either shot, can't shoot, or so let us push on to the melee phase. Let's see what I can do. Now, could I have charged this cavalry? Probably. Would it have been worth it? Probably not. That's likely to hurt, actually, now that I think about it. I might as well try and go down swinging. Yeah, no. Advance, attack there. And further drive them in. So again, while his line isn't, quote, breaking, it's not exactly gonna be very steady. This will be worthwhile, I think. Over here, these Landwehr cavalry is just gonna do that. What else have we got? Let's do South Lincoln's. Ow, this is hurting like hell. a little unfortunate, but again, all I need to do is buy maybe a singular turn in this position where I can then reform and try and break him, with the first corps arriving as well with Steinmetz's brigade. Between Steinmetz and Roda, I should at least have a nice chance of breaking this if I'm smart about it. But again, it's gonna be tough. What is that? 18, 23, 24,000 men? To 14,000... 500? Yeah. All things considered, not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Now, I think that is going to be it for this turn. Let's end the turn. So, I thank you for watching once again. I hope you have been enjoying the series. Hopefully, with a little bit of good luck or smart play by me, I just might be able to, if not break him before night, at least give him a nice good bloody nose. So for now, I once again thank you all for watching. Hope you have enjoyed. And if you have, once again, please consider hitting that thumbs up, subscribing, or leaving a comment. But until next time, I will see you all soon. So, bye-bye for now.